step into the beat, yeah, we're feeling so iconic. Glitter in the air and the vibes are supersonic. Queens in the house, got the world in our hand. We tearing up the scene with those Halston plans. Swat that lip gloss, pop those lashes high. Living for the moment under neon sky. Podcast blazing loud, gotta catch that train. Speak your mind, honey, let 'em feel the rain. Hanging with the Halstons, you know it's a show. Laughing and spinning, let the good times flow. Every story snatched, every tea is hot. In the glam zone, baby, give it all you got. Echoes in the club, microphone to the soul. We ain't just talking.
Hey everybody, I'm Vanity Halston.
And I'm Veronica Halston.
Oh gosh, here we go. It already started. We just and you are hanging with the Halstons right now. This is episode 1, baby. Oh, that's more like it. Jesus Christ. She's trying to be all demure and sexy. She's
I'm a
like,
lady.
man. What did you do this week?
What did I do this week?
Did you watch Drag Race?
No.
You didn't watch Drag Race?
No, I'm not much of a fan.
Okay, well, neither am I. But I was on the first episode.
I heard.
You heard, but you didn't see it.
I didn't see it, sorry.
That's okay. I watched it, and I didn't see me either.
But I heard people were getting pied. Did you get pied?
People were getting cream, not just pie, they were getting cream pie.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you didn't watch the episode, what happened was they got a bunch of Southern California local queens, and they brought us in to do like the Squid Games, but they called it Squirrel Games. And we all had to like dance to the beat and move, and when the music stopped, then we had to just pose. And they decided like if you like moved a little bit, then they would throw a cherry cream pie in your face. Now, I and Norma Lee High did not get a chance to be cream pied because we lasted all the way till the end with the actual cast of the show. But I'm so grateful that we didn't get to be cream pied because do you know how rancid those girls smelled by the time we got out of that studio?
Well, after you got pied, did they make you stay?
No, because they needed to like, we had to like keep on dancing.
But they didn't let you like rinse off?
No, they let them rinse off, but it like...
They're just rinsing hose.
I mean, no, it was sour milk.
Oh.
It was, first of all, July.
Ooh.
In a studio in Valencia. And the last thing that Norma and I wanted to do was drive 4.5 hours back to Palm Springs, smelling like whipped cream that's been left out in a dairy farm.
Yeah.
Like, it was not a good thing.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. See, yeah, but you weren't there, and you didn't even watch it.
Huh.
So that's great. Wonderful. Thanks so much for that. I appreciate that.
Drink. Blow on it.
Oh, those cups are so cute.
Go on it. Hello there.
Hello.
So, your dress is pretty.
Thank you, I made it.
You make everything you wear.
I do.
Do you have you always wanted to like design your own things?
It wasn't really an initial thought of mine until I started doing drag, and then I saw how expensive it was to do drag, and then I started making my own shit.
So I make everything that I wear normally too, because it's like you have something in mind. But I'm just lazy. I don't make a lot of things because I don't care to cut it out and sew it and things like that. But when I go to somebody, I'm like, hey, I want this outfit. What do you like? How much will it cost? And then they tell me how much it costs, and I don't believe in like getting somebody to like come down on their price. If that's what you feel you're worth.
Yeah, you're not a barter kind of girl.
I'm not a barter kind of girl. Like if you know that's what you're worth, then you go ahead, baby. But I know that I can make it for 50 cents. And yeah, and it's gonna be made right. Because there's been a lot of times you get the costumes and they're like the zipper breaks or the seam busts.
Baby,
and then I don't want to yell at anybody.
I used to go to this one designer much, and the zipper would always break. It's really annoying. That's stuff like that that annoys me. And they charge an arm and a leg for your zipper to break.
Yeah, if I'm gonna pay you $150, it better not bust open.
That's it. $150. This person was charging me $600
For what?
for a piece.
A piece of what? Oh my.
Like you know my purple gown,
Yes.
the really big one.
Yes.
Yes, that one.
600.
Nope, that one was $850.
Woo!
And the zipper broke the second time I wore it.
I'd rather pay rent. Like, but I didn't know. We didn't know each other then.
No, that was
Yeah, because I wouldn't have allowed you to do that.
yeah, very true.
Because I would be like, bitch, you can make that yourself, or I can make it for you. And
Yeah,
I
that time it would have been you.
It would have been me.
No,
Well,
yeah.
whatever. So how long have you been doing drag?
I am on year 6 and
Okay.
year 3 of doing it as a full-time career.
Now, in your 6 years, how do you feel like drag has changed in your 6 years from when you started until now? Because you started right before the pandemic then.
Yeah, like I'm a pandemic. I guess you could say I'm a pandemic.
Baby.
Yeah, pandemic baby. But I mean, I kind of started with the new wave of drag, so to me, I haven't seen a change because I'm like a part of the change. I feel.
Oh, okay.
That was a big statement. Oops.
And then meanwhile, me, who was doing drag since Jesus was alive, no, I'm,
Back in my day.
yeah, I'm 27 years, but let me tell you, things aren't the same now than they were then. Because back in the day, you could do a show and you never left the stage. People came and tipped, but now we have to work for it. It's fine though. I mean, it gives me more exercise, I guess. But also, like, how do you? Some people are not gonna agree with everything that we are gonna say during these
controversial
next few
topics
weeks.
nowadays.
How do you feel about queens with no tits?
Verbal gasp. I don't mind it, but my thing is, if you're going to be body down on the bottom half of your body, then you should be bodied up as well, because then you look uneven. You're like flat on the top and curvy as
It's
hell on the bottom.
proportions.
Yeah, because that's a whole thing about being a drag queen is the transformation. And if you're trying to give the female illusion, then you need to proportionize yourself correctly.
Like, there are some, and here's the thing, I don't wear pads. You know, a lot of people wear pads, but I was blessed by God. And so when you're right, you're right. And so, anyways, but so I don't feel like sometimes I have like the room or the space to talk about other queens who don't wear boobs or don't wear nails or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like.
Well, the nail thing is a whole other story.
The nail thing
If you're a queen, you should always have a nail on.
But that's why I get these done.
It's my personal opinion.
Because I get my nails done for 3 reasons.
Because you're a woman.
No. No, not at all. But I I do so many shows a week that it's just easier for me to have the nails on.
Right.
And then also
Yeah.
it looks pretty.
Would you like to explain what it looks pretty on?
Nope, I would not. If you don't know, then you can use your imagination. It looks really good on this glass.
Yeah.
But listen, like there's some voluptuous queens, who don't wear boobies, and I'm like, baby, you look like one of those weeble wobbles that are about to like.
Yeah.
But they do though, and
Right.
you can't like. I'm like, baby, it doesn't have to be a big one.
Which,
Put a little one in there.
going back to how drag is changing and like the baby queens,
All drag is valid now.
which is true.
It's true.
Camera, all drag is valid.
Well,
But
we're gonna have this.
not all drag is lookable, baby.
Ooh.
Very true.
That's on her. But my thing is I feel like a lot of the baby queens that are of the bigger persuasion don't know the tricks to bring up what you got. Like, you know how like bigger queens can like...
Yeah.
I don't think that knowledge is really known.
Here's the thing, without being, because you know, one artist doesn't attack another artist when you're a great artist, but with that being said, you look like a pumpkin.
Oh, I really thought you told me that. I thought you were telling me that.
Like,
What's up?
But I had this one queen tell me that the boobs get in their way of dancing. I said, really? Because you are padded from coochie to hole, and you were in 9 pairs of dance tights, but those don't inhibit your dancing, but the boobs that you...
Well, depending on how large the girl is,
laziness.
those titties could...
That's laziness, to me.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Real.
It's real.
I mean, it's hard to talk on the subject when we're not big girls. You used to be.
I did used to be. I was 300 pounds. In fact, the owner here sent me a photo of a few months ago of before I had surgery, and he said that he was scrolling through his phone and he had to stop because he didn't even recognize me.
Yeah. I mean, I partially remember what
because
I had just met you right before you did it.
Okay, so when I had my gastric bypass...
Oh, it was so sickening.
Because I didn't tell anybody it was happening.
This crazy bitch.
We were in the middle of rehearsals.
Yeah, we were rehearsing for a show called Fantasies, which we do out in Riverside.
Yes.
And we were like literally rehearsal. We would do a rehearsal
every Monday.
Every Monday. So she leaves one Monday. She's not at rehearsal. The Monday after, she's back and she's... I'm
sutured up. I can't move, but I have all these incisions. And baby, I was snatched. Yes, that's because I hadn't eaten in 3 weeks. If you've ever gone through gastric bypass, it is one of the most intense things that you're ever going to.
And this dumb bitch started dancing with her shit.
Because here's the thing: drag doesn't have paid time off. You know that when you're sick. We did Halloween and then we did Pride, and then when Pride ended on that Sunday. That Monday morning, I was in surgery. Just a couple months ago.
Oh, this was recent. This was this year. Yeah.
This year, and then I had surgery on Monday, and then I was here at my show on Friday, because we can't afford to not be here. You know what I mean? So that's you do what you got to do.
That's true.
But yeah, that's it. Oh no, but my surgery. If you've ever had gastric bypass, let me tell you. I had a really hard time recovering, but here's the thing. I've never done drugs, but I'm addicted to eating.
Good for you.
Well, yeah, because I did the DARE program. But I'm addicted to food.
Right.
And so they give you, they have you go through these 6 months of, counseling and dietary supplements and all these restrictions, but I saw a psychiatrist or a counselor one time in that 6 months. And so they don't target why you eat, they just target what you eat. And as an addict, you know that not you personally, I'm not calling you out, but when you have an addiction, you're not going to listen to that. You know what I mean? You're going to go right back to your old habits. So yeah, because I used to go to Del Taco, and I would grab food for me and then whoever else was in my house. But then I would get my driving food.
Oh, you were that kind of girl.
Oh yes, honey, yes. Oh. So I would have my burger or my quesadilla or my taco that I would eat on the way home to eat. And then I would go out to eat, because I love to eat by myself, I do. So I'll go to a restaurant and I'll eat a full meal. I'll go home, I'll pick up whoever's there, and then we'll go out to eat. Baby, that was, oh my gosh. I was living my best life.
What a difference it is now.
Yeah.
Because I take this bitch out to dinner, and she's like, oh my God, what are we gonna have? All excited. We get to wherever we're going, she goes, Oh my god, I'm stuffed. I can't eat anymore.
But in 30 minutes, I feel like I haven't eaten yet. And so I'm ready to eat again in 30 minutes. So if you would just come back in 30 minutes, I will eat again.
So is that a normal thing for people who have had that surgery? Is it that you have to eat not a lot in one sitting, but you eat through normally
So
throughout the day?
because your stomach is like half the size. So when I was done with surgery, my stomach was the size of a hard-boiled egg.
Oh shit.
And so it fills up quickly, and then it passes quickly because there's like 2 chambers of your stomach. I don't know. And then it goes from your top chamber to the bottom chamber, and the top chamber is what tells your brain that you're full. And so when it goes through, you're like, oh my god, I haven't eaten all day today, so I'm like ravenous. So you eat numerous times throughout the day, but you can only eat like little bits of pieces. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I eat all day, but you know what else is wonderful?
What?
You can drink twice as much. Hey! Yeah.
But nothing carbonated.
I know, no carbonation, no beer. Which is horrible, because I love my beer. But I can't have it. But here's what it is. You know, I can live without it, I guess. But, anyways, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know, what do I want to talk about?
Well, you didn't watch Drag Race. You didn't watch me on Drag Race.
Yeah.
How was your brunch today?
My brunch was sickening. If y'all don't know, but I just got back from Irvine.
Like 10 minutes before the show started.
10 minutes before the show started. It was a trap, let me tell you. But the Irvine girls, they were going in, and I was a little nervous because in the OC, people can get a little crazy for the dolls. But it was a great show. Really good energy. We were over 500 seats sold. It was a good time.
I went to a brunch yesterday.
Did you?
I did go to a brunch yesterday, and do you know what happened to me? I wasn't in the brunch.
Yeah.
I was just at the brunch.
Yeah, what
and I
happened?
was helping out a little bit, I guess, here and there.
Okay.
And I ordered something to eat. And they came out and said, hey, we're really backed up right now, so we're gonna get these people their food first. And I was like, no tea, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, I can wait, it's not a big deal. And then I was approached and said, we really don't allow the help to eat in front of the paying guest, so we can box it up to go for you. I said, bitch, am I a maid in the basement? Are we in Bridgerton right now? I don't understand what's happening.
But you weren't actually working with
No!
That's kind of crazy.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I looked homeless. Because I always do when I'm not in drag.
That's definitely your...
But I was literally told, we don't allow the help to eat in front of the paying guests.
Those actual
That is what was translated to me. And let me tell you, I lit their asses up.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of crazy.
One thing that most people... I'm really excited for this because they're going to get to know us better.
Yeah.
But I'm really also really scared because they're going to get to know us better.
Right. It's the scary part.
And I do not like to be inconvenienced. I don't know if you know that about me or not.
See, we're opposites then. Because I don't like to be an inconvenience.
You don't like to be an inconvenience?
I don't like to be the inconvenience.
Well, and I don't mind being the inconvenience, but I don't want to be inconvenienced. And so I went left on them yesterday. And they're like, well, we can get your food for you. I don't want your fucking food. I'm going to leave because I should have left an hour ago. This isn't my brunch.
Bitch.
It is all her. Her.
But it is what it is. I don't care. Anyways, I think it's time I would take a little break.
Commercial break?
Commercial break.
We'll see y'all in a little bit. Stay tuned. We got some more fun shit coming up.
Speak your mind, honey, let them feel the rain. Hanging with the Halstons, you know it's a show. Laughing and spinning, let the good times flow. Every story snatched, every tea is hot. In the glam zone, baby, give it all you got.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Halstons. We got our next segment coming up. This is a segment where we're going to shout out some performers, other things that we see on the socials that we think y'all should see. So,
Yeah. Our first person that I'm going to highlight is Auntie Tamara. She's from Sydney, Australia, and she's doing a duet with, I'm not sure who, because she wasn't tagged, but this is one of my, this just, let's roll the clip, and then we're going to talk about it when we come back. That's it. Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell you why I love this video so much. Because it is really hard to be a comedy queen when you don't do comedy. But the fact that they were like, had this like, and they were all in step, they had matching costumes, they like would lean in, and it's the same voice. You know what I mean? And then they broke into this dance, and then they came right back into this like.
It's to me, very dry. But that's what, like, it's dry humor to me, but I love it, I love it.
But to me, this is so iconic to me, because I love this kind of stuff, I love this kind of humor, I love these kind of routines. I literally sent this video to Veronica and was like, why have we never done a number like this? Like, I've seen you many other things.
But the thing about them that we cannot do is they look the same, though. They look very similar together.
What do you mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, you don't think that we could pass?
As twins?
I mean, you obviously, you know, I mean, I could pass for younger.
Yeah.
You definitely pass for older.
Oh.
But we did, I mean, but they did look the same, actually.
Yeah, they look like twins.
They did look.
I don't think they are twins, but they look.
They're not twins. They're just
identical.
co-entertainers together.
But I think that's what makes it hilarious.
But maybe that's why I like it so much. But I don't know. I think I like the whole like spontaneity of the routine.
Yeah.
That
it's flat and then it has a burst.
A burst, and then it goes back to flat. And then I wish it was more, but what I love about this video is that I want to see the rest of the routine.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see, and here's the thing, I have no problem having like one gimmick through the entire thing if the gimmick is funny. And to me, that's funny.
Right, because if it's not, then it makes the number feel so long.
Yeah, and people get bored with it. But I want to see the rest of that number so bad.
It's. I remember when you sent it to me, I like scream cackled. Y'all know what I sound like when I do that.
It sounds like a banshee.
Okay.
But to me, that's iconic show. It's iconic drag. It's the things that we used to do when I first started. We would have these like, you know, these monotone moments, and then all of a sudden we would break into like this routine and then go back to it. It's acting. It's skilled.
I'm acting.
Yes. That's one of my favorite routines, and we're gonna promote them and let them know how much I adore them.
So should we move on to the next video?
Yes. So this is also a video that I sent Veronica because this is about costuming, and this pageant queen came out with the best reveal I've ever seen in my entire career. Her name is Mulan Nguyen.
Mulan Nguyen.
She's on Facebook.
Love it.
So
I feel like I've heard of her.
Well, she's a huge pageant queen. She's probably like continental, but watch this costume reveal. It is the most amazing thing. Let's go. noticed that they turned the background and the background changed. I never noticed
Right,
that.
and this was actually for Entertainer of the Year.
Oh, it was?
Yes. Or no.
Entertainer of the Year or Continental?
No. I think it is. I think it's Entertainer of the Year.
Baby, let me tell you, when she took off the teapots and poured...
Well, yeah, there's been reveals like that, like like an exact reveal like this.
Would you make something, or could you make something like that?
I couldn't.
No.
Not with my knowledge now. In the future, yes. But what I like about hers...
Yeah.
No, you're good, baby. No, I like it. So like there have been people who have done like that exact same look and that exact same first reveal. But what really made hers sickening is that the teapot worked.
Yeah.
Like it let go of fluid.
Wow.
But like that.
I've also been known to make that reveal.
Okay, but that's what got me, because when I first was watching that video, I was like, oh, this is like okay, this has been done, and then that hit, and I was, my scream cackle. Yeah.
But let me tell you, I would love to make something like that, because I can sew the house down.
Well, the thing about this bitch, and she will never say it, but she is like extremely talented in sewing, craft, anything that has to do with crafting. She can work a cricket like a white bitch. And,
just so happens.
just so happens. And now she has a laser cutter, so it's scary for all of us.
Yeah, it's a laser engraver.
A laser engraver.
But, I would. Oh, how much do you think she paid for that costume?
I think I deep dived into her account after I saw the video. I think she produced it herself.
I'd kick a baby. just to have like that kind of like talent.
But you do.
Well,
don't do that.
But I'm lazy.
That's very true.
Well,
what's weird about you? You're fucking weird, dude. You are so you do a lot. You're lazy as
yeah.
But you are also doing the most all the time. You never sleep.
No.
Yeah.
But I also work very well under pressure and at the last minute.
Well, you purposely make your shit last minute so that you make well.
Yeah. So, were you guys here when we did the 6? Yeah. So I'm the one who created all of those costumes. Yeah. And they're vinyl. They are, but I literally the first time we did it, because I remade some of them. The first time we did it, I made all 6 costumes in 3 days.
Oh, wow.
And she had it planned for months that we were doing this. And she was like, I'm just so tired. I can't get this done. What am I gonna do?
I didn't sleep. Well, and you hosted my show that night, so I could get it done.
Thank God you did it, because I love doing that.
Because you would not have had a costume.
Correct.
Yeah. But anyways, we're gonna take another break. We're gonna come right back with some high headlines. Bye.
That lip gloss, pop those lashes high. Living for the moment under neon sky. Podcast blazing loud, gotta catch that train. Speak your mind, honey, let them feel the rain.
Hey guys, welcome back. And right now we have Norma Lee High right here, and she is going to bring us some of Norma's high headlines. Norma, what you got for us this week?
Yes, all right, so let's talk a little bit about pop culture, what's going on in the news. Wicked is now streaming. It is available to watch at home. Y'all, did you see Wicked?
I actually have not.
I have not seen Wicked.
What kind of musical theater gays are you?
I know.
You used to be in tours.
You want to know what's crazy?
What?
Is I just came from a Wicked brunch. I've been doing Wicked brunch.
No, she didn't just from a Wicked brunch. She's done 7 Wicked brunches in the last 3 weeks.
And I still got 2 more left.
And you have a long ass car ride. Just stream it on your phone on the way home.
I know, I really should.
Honey.
I'm so fucking crazy.
Honey. Yeah, all right, well, for all the other gays, Wicked is streaming. They're acting it out at home. There's all these videos of people trying to defy gravity or trying to be Ariana Grande, the whole thing.
Okay, that's great.
But tonight was also, as we're filming this, it's the Golden Globes happening in LA. And Wicked didn't, well, It won one award, which was a new award called the Box Office Award, because Wicked is the most popular movie musical of all time now, monetarily.
love that.
Yeah. So it won the Box Office Award, which is that's horrible. It's like a participation
Well,
trophy.
I know. That's basically.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
But it didn't win Best Musical Comedy. Cynthia Erivo didn't win. She got beat by Demi Moore. And
Well,
then
Demi Moore?
In what?
Demi Moore is in that movie called The Substance, and apparently during her acceptance speech, she said she's been in the industry for 45 years, and tonight was the first time she's ever won anything.
Really?
Yeah, so like good for her, but also like,
But then at that point,
Cynthia
it's
Erivo
like
said-
a pity win for her.
well, yeah. I mean, she married Ashton Kutcher. She deserves something.
Trust me, she's getting something. She's getting something.
She married Bruce Willis when he was hot. She got it good. And then Ariana Grande lost to Zoe Saldana, who's in that Netflix movies, Amelia Perez or something.
Right, which
Yeah.
I
haven't seen it.
was not a fan of that.
You saw that, but not Wicked.
I know. I saw
So what movie was the highest grossing musical
Before Wicked.
before Wicked?
It was Grease. It beat Grease.
Really?
Yeah. Grease,
I don't know
Chicago,
why
Dream
Grease
Girls,
surprises
it all.
me.
Really? Well, everyone sees Grease.
Yeah, but like.
Wait,
I
what
feel
did you just
they-
say?
Grease, the fact that they were the highest grossing musical.
What do you mean? Everybody knows it though.
Yeah, but there's been so many other things since then that I feel like could have beaten Grease.
Well, because at the time Grease came out, it was still musicals were popular to see. But then after that, there was a point of time when people didn't like musicals at all.
Also, Grease does now what Wicked does, which is it is the best version of that property. So you'd rather go watch the Grease movie than go see it live somewhere because it's different and it's not as great as the movie. Wicked now is like that, where it's like, I'd rather go watch that movie and live in Oz than go see it at the Pantages or on Broadway or something right now.
Yes, but their numbers are still doing well, right?
They made $3 million during Christmas week. They were doing numbers like they haven't done in years.
That's
What,
great.
Broadway
So
or the movie?
Broadway.
Broadway. So it is giving a positive.
Yeah, it's helping. Well, Chicago helped boost Chicago when that came
Yeah,
out.
people still go hard for Chicago, I feel.
Correct.
What's your favorite musical movie?
Probably Cabaret, hands down, with Liza Minnelli, Bob Fosse's Cabaret. I love that. I love that. But yes, that hair, yes. Do maybe this time now.
Maybe this time.
Oh, that's all you can do without buying the rights. Yeah, just hold on. Just hold on.
Which one of them lies at a Barry White way?
What's your favorite movie musical?
Mine? I don't know. I don't
What
know.
about you?
My favorite movie musical?
I should have thought about that.
I really love Dreamgirls.
Oh, okay, cute.
Love Dreamgirls.
I like Dreamgirls too, but I like the score was so good and they turned so much of it into dialogue.
I know.
And I was like, I like it when it's sung through, like Les Mis.
Yeah.
Give me every note.
Well, I mean,
Well, not that movie, but in general, you know.
yes. What's yours?
We just did this.
Oh, we did?
Cabaret with Liza.
Oh, duh.
We'll
I
edit
just
that out.
saying.
We'll edit that out.
I would say I'm the high one. All right, what's our next high topic here? Our high headline. Oh, let's talk about Luigi, baby.
Oh,
baby.
Luigi. Baby.
Oh.
Not since Eric Menendez have I loved a prisoner so much.
I know.
Yeah, so the headline here is that Luigi, who allegedly, we all know he allegedly shot the president
The
of the United
CEO.
Yeah. We have to use allegedly, there's a trial, he pleaded not guilty. But he is being charged as a terrorist. And so it is kind of wild because so many people have done such crazy things in America and not been charged as terrorists. And this is just a plain old murder that now they're saying is domestic terrorism. And Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, the disgraced mayor of New York City, did the perp walk behind him for all the cameras. It's like, Eric Adams, you are one grand jury away from your own perp walk. Get away from Luigi. No.
Here's the thing, like they are charging with terrorism, but all those school shooters are just
There's never been a school shooter that has been charged with terrorism
Ever.
in America.
That's
But
crazy.
this Luigi's going to be charged for it.
And then the guy who was in Vegas who was sniping people at that country concert,
Oh, I forgot about that. That was
not
horrible.
charged with terrorism.
It's wild. But also, Luigi's very tough right now because I just watched a thing. They're nervous about a jury pool because young people on the pool are don't want to convict him. So they're like hoping to get like a pool of
Look at that
boomers.
man's face.
Maybe.
Would you want to convict that man?
And so everyone is sending him money because obviously he's hot, he's popular. He's sharing all his commentary with the people in prison who don't have money on their tabs.
Oh my god, I love that.
And he's like, he's doing communist stuff there in the prison too.
Hot, he's fucking sweet too.
And not saying what he did is right. Or but there are only two ways to change things in the world historically. It's been through voting or through violence. And voting doesn't help us anymore. We're screwed on the vote.
Voting does not help us anymore.
So now it's like French Revolution, Russian Revolution, like it might be a second American Revolution. The wealth gap has not been this bad in America in our history. And healthcare is hard. It's an industry for us. So he went far, but he has a message, and it's not just,
But here's the thing. I don't condone what he did, but at the same time, I'm thinking nothing will change without drastic things happening, and I don't think he went about it the right way. But
the conversation.
The conversation is there.
It's a topic of conversation.
And did you hear that they're doing all these? All the CEOs in New York are meeting to talk about their safety. But meanwhile, not one person went to a teacher and talked about their safety.
No.
Like, not one person. But the mayor of New York or the governor, whoever it is bringing in all these CEOs, and they're like, what can we do to protect you here in New York? Meanwhile, kids are being slaughtered, and they don't give a shit about it. Like, it is...
Well, that's America, capitalism. But the other thing with Luigi, too, is... Oh my god, I just totally lost my train of thought. Hey, hold on.
She's high.
Cut it.
Yeah, cut it. What was it? Something about what he did? No, forget it. Screw Luigi. It's not going to come back to me. See, this is why Vanity doesn't do drugs. You know that commercial on the DARE program where they show the scrambled eggs? That's me. That's me trying to remember what I want to say about Luigi.
Wait, what?
You don't remember that? It's like, this is your brain. This is your brain on
she's
drugs.
She's like 12 years old compared to us. Oh, wait, no, you're her same age, aren't you? You're younger than she is.
No, I'm between you.
Are you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
We'll talk about that.
Cut this.
I'm 39.
Okay, she does that.
Yeah, so I'm like between you two.
You thought she was younger than me?
Only in that wig.
Only in this way.
In that wig.
Alright, what's our next side topic after Luigi? Oh, have you heard about this? Palm Springs has a new law that it is this local tea now. Now we're talking about Palm Springs.
Okay, what?
Palm Springs is trying to pass a new law that says you cannot smoke outside in public areas, mainly bars and restaurants, because of secondhand smoke, all that. So basically, they are. Where else are people smoking?
Well, does this?
They're basically targeting Arenas Road. Yeah. Because I go to Arenas Road. I'll be smoking on the patio on the porch.
I'll be smoking a cute line.
Right?
Yeah, bitch.
Well, they don't like when you smoke weed. I will say that.
Oh, well, not
now
the
they're talking
bars,
about
but like
cigarettes.
on the street.
Oh no, I mean I'll go to the side patio. I've been kicked out of Chill Bar more than once. First, someone comes over. It smells like weed here, does it? That's it.
That's it. Oh my god, who is
and then
doing
of course
that?
in full drag, and they're like, "Is it you?"
Oh, I would never.
But yeah, so there's this whole ordinance saying that we should not be smoking in public places in Palm Springs, and they're trying to pass it.
That is absurd. Here's the thing, I don't smoke, but if you are worried about secondhand smoke outside, don't go outside.
Yeah. Also, everyone has one of those little vape things that they do now.
Which those
people do that in the supermarket.
Aren't you allowed to like? In most places, hit the vape anywhere, right? Because it's a vape. It's
you're not supposed to do it indoors. You're
not indoors.
But now they're trying to say that you should do it outdoors on like the porch.
So then where are you supposed to do it?
So like us
where are you supposed to do it then?
In the parking lot.
What they're saying is we wouldn't be allowed to have our people smoke on our patio here.
Yes, correct. Well, we're in Cat City right now, so I think maybe we're safe.
Oh, yes.
Because I did think about that. I was like, I hope that doesn't affect me. I hope this doesn't affect when the gig is done.
That is so absurd to me that it's outside and let the business. It's almost like your body, my choice. I feel like it's like that mentality. I was like, okay, well, it's your business, but it's my regulations. Yeah. Like I just don't.
Also, Palm Springs is such a unique town where everything is kind of indoor outdoor. So it's like I understand them being like, well, people are just smoking everywhere because everything's indoor, outdoor. But at the same time, like, we're outside.
But it's also a vacation town.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
that's what it's meant
let's
to
just
be.
stop somebody from like our patio here, just to go on the other side of the bush and blow their smoke
I know.
right into our patio. It's the same thing. It doesn't really matter. If you don't like this, I don't like smoke. I don't like the smell of it. So guess what? I don't go to the patio when people are smoking. I wait.
Yeah,
Or I don't fucking talk to them because I don't want to talk to them. To begin with. It's, I don't know.
I mean, I also am a culprit, so I do feel bad, because the other day I was at Dick's, and, people were passing a pen, I hit the pen, and I just blew it out in front of me to two random strangers who were not part of this circle, who were not part of anything. They were probably just out having afternoon cocktails, and now they have a face full of, like, my secondhand smoke. And I was like, oh, sorry, daddy, sorry. But,
Okay, here's the thing. As somebody who, like, I can appreciate the fact that, like, you don't want the smoke blown, like, in your face. But at the same time, if I know I'm going to a patio where people are smoking, guess what? I can't bitch that they're smoking around me. Like, I can't. I mean, I don't smoke, but I'm not going to tell you that you can't on a patio that I made the conscious decision to go and visit it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just weird to me.
who knows if it'll pass? You never know. Palm Springs.
Hey, well, he's gay.
Which I learned, I learned this because I'm not a Palm Springs local, but it's a very right town.
Well, Trump won Riverside County, where we live, and Will Rollins, the gay Democrat who is young and handsome and smart, who was trying to go to Congress, he lost.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, it's very gay. Palm Springs is 60% of the population identifies as LGBT. So it is very gay, but at the same time, it's not very liberal.
Far right.
Yeah, it's not.
I have a question before we go on to our next topic. Is the camera getting her underwear in this dress?
Not the underwear.
Because, I mean, she
The upskirt.
My leg has been crossed the entire time.
She's
I have to put my leg down
this
for one
fucking
moment,
camera.
bitch. I put my leg down for 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Is she giving Barbie crotch, or do you have?
no shit, you have underwear on.
Wait a minute. What do you think about? Is that when the girls don't wear boobs when they are showing?
That's called
their-
Barbie puss.
Yeah, where it's just like
Oh no, honey,
whole
wear
thing.
a panty, baby. Wear a
wear a
panty.
panty,
If you're going to be
wear a bra, wear a panty. I don't like when you also see like through.
Oh, I love seeing nipple.
You love a nipple?
I love it.
Free the nip. All right.
Yeah.
what was that noise you just made?
She's nursing.
She's nursing.
Yeah.
Okay, what's
All right. What's our last topic today? Oh, y'all.
fuck,
This is fresh
sucks.
tea. This is fresh.
Sucks.
The Vivian, the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 1. She was also on Season 7, All Stars, All Winners. She's fantastic. She passed away today, 32 years old.
That's
Did
insane.
you know?
Is that younger than you? How
Have
old are
they
you?
said?
The
They announced
family-
that they will not be saying how she passed away.
So, yeah. But now we're speculating about that person. But she literally just posted on New Year's Eve about all the things she was looking forward to in 2025.
Oh my God, that's
she had a gig this week that she was the headliner for over in London. Because, then I started stalking her Instagram and stuff. So it's like, it wasn't, one would think if it was like liver cancer or something, that stuff.
It was something
Yeah, it just seemed very sudden.
That's insane. Did you guys watch her on Drag Race?
Do you have a favorite Vivian moment?
I've never watched Drag Race.
Get out of here!
I do.
I've never watched Drag Race.
What's your favorite Vivian moment?
So Vivian does this video with Monet Exchange.
Oh my gosh.
And they're with this
they're learning
this
class
like
in the UK.
I've seen a clip of that. I've seen a clip.
Oh my god, it is hilarious because they are just like being so unclassy, and it's the lady's just like
It's so fun. And Vivian's so quick with all her
wit was
little.
so good.
No, I've seen clips of Drag Race.
Yeah.
But I've never watched a full episode of Drag Race until this past Friday.
Because you were on it.
Yeah, but
Because
I'm
you were
on for
on it.
literally 3 minutes.
Yeah.
No, I filmed it for 6 hours, and you see one piece of fringe, and you see the top of my head. Although if you pause it, you get a great shot of Norma and I dead on the floor.
Yeah, John said this is a great shot. Sprawled out.
Sprawled out.
Trying to avoid the cream.
I've seen clips of the Vivian for when she was doing the Snatch Game, and she did Nan. She did Nan, the comedian, Catherine Tate character, which is Catherine Tate is one of my favorite comedians in the world. She is hysterically funny, but she was spot on. And Nan is one of my favorite characters from Catherine Tate.
She won her Snatch Game in the UK playing Trump.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. But my favorite Vivian was in All Winners. They did a graduation roast, and the Vivian played the drunk party girl who like gives a graduation toast. It was so raunchy and funny and physical. She just literally threw herself off the stage at the end, like she passed out drunk. It was so good. What a shame. Oh, wait, speaking of though, there's more to this tape, but I have to pull up the thing because again, drugs ruin your brain. Don't do them.
Let me tell you, I don't like.
Don't do drugs.
Are they? Is the family deciding not to release for
so on their post or on the initial like post that came out this morning, it was like at the very bottom, please like do not
respect the family's privacy.
Respect the family's wishes because they at this point will not say anything.
The one thing that I learned about the UK is when somebody dies in the UK, they take their time releasing any information. Because
Heclina died in the UK, you still don't know how.
That's my point.
Still don't know how.
So when Heclina passed away, it was literally they did a show, they went home, and she was gone. And she was gone. But I don't think they've yet to release.
They have not.
Why she's passed away or how she's passed away. It was like, but so they were investigating foul play and they were doing this thing, and all those things were ruled out. So but they haven't said how or why. It was just she was just there and then she wasn't. Sad. Heclina is a great loss to the drag community and the gay community as well. So
I'm wearing her dress right now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so you got me into that. Yeah. So I want to go back to Vivian for a minute. So y'all know, even though you don't watch Drag Race, do you know who Tyra Sanchez is?
Yes.
Yes.
So Tyra Sanchez, if you don't know, she won season 2 of Drag Race. She threatened to bomb DragCon, and then she got excommunicated from the Drag Race fold. So when they do stuff with winners, they don't include her.
That was a couple
years ago. Yeah, before the pandemic. She was talking mad crap about Rue, about production.
Having a crazy moment.
Yeah, and then she was like, if you go to DragCon LA, expect this. And then she posted a video of a thing blowing up. So then people were like,
crazy.
But she didn't get charged as a terrorist.
No, she's not a terrorist. But, so, get this. The Vivian passed away today. And Tyra was already on Twitter. So the Vivian posted something in July of 2020 saying, bet Tyra was fuming when she realized Netflix spoiled The Win too. Sorry girl, you tried though. I don't know what she's talking about The Win because Tyra's win was 10 years before 2020, but whatever. Hours after her death, Tyra Sanchez tweets, yet it doesn't compare to the fumes of the crematorium. So then Candy Muse jumps in the chat, and Candy Muse says, I've defended you for years, and now you can absolutely go fuck yourself, and if our paths were to ever cross again, it's absolutely on-site, bitch. This is not a threat, it's a promise, you're a disgusting person.
Yeah, which is totally fair.
Yeah.
So now people, the kids, they're like, strip Tyra of her crown. I was like, they didn't strip Sharon Needles of her crown. They're not stripping crowns. You're just not invited back and you're cut out of the montage.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But that's truly awful.
No.
That's such a...
What a horrible... And also, how petty are you to be sitting on a tweet from 2020 waiting? And you're like...
Well, she probably has nothing to do.
Girl. Well, that's true.
She's not booked anywhere. She was canceled years ago. So, I mean, you got nothing else to do.
That's truly awful. I am with Candy. If I see her ever, I don't even know who the fuck you are. What's up?
What up?
Thank you so much, Norma.
Yes, those are our
Norma.
Yeah, thank you, babies.
And we're going to take a quick little break and we'll be right back.
Hanging with the Halstons, you know it's a show. Laughing and spinning, let the good times flow. Every story snatched, every tea is hot. In the glam zone, baby, give it all you got.
Welcome back. We are now to what is going to be in the future, our interview time. But because it's the very first one, you guys have the honor of getting to know us.
Yes, so Norma's gonna be walking around the room, and if you have a question, let her know, and you guys can ask us, and I'm always afraid of this.
I know because we've lived some lives.
Yes, but also, we are very open and honest about things.
We're very open and honest, but very secluded at the same time. Because
Yes.
people don't ask us those questions typically.
No.
So this
but
will be interesting.
Would you consider yourself to be an introvert?
I am an introvert.
Yeah, I don't like being in public.
I don't. My thing is, I guess we're already getting into it basically. I have trust issues, heavy, so I don't like to really let people get to know me or things about my life typically because they could use that, against me. But now that I'm putting it online, fuck you.
Okay, Norma, we have a question?
Yeah, I have a question now after hearing Veronica say that. What sign are you?
I'm a Libra.
Okay, that makes
Which
total
people,
sense, yeah.
every time I say I'm a Libra, people are like, what?
Do you have a Cancer moon or something?
I'm
A Scorpio? I feel like the
Libra.
secret part
Well,
is-
I'm a Scorpio rising
Okay.
and a Gemini moon.
Oh, girl, you are a handful.
I am.
So we have our first question from the audience.
Hi, drag is often exhausting, so I would like to know what is your ideal after drag meal?
Meal?
Okay,
Meal.
this feels like a personal attack. This is a personal attack because this bitch. This bitch knows. Oh my god. Well, it depends on where we're going.
Okay, I'll tell you what mine is right now.
Okay.
Have you been to Taco Bell?
Oh my fucking
They
god.
have chicken nuggets right now at Taco Bell, and they are amazing.
Better than.
Better than any chicken nuggets. Better than who else has
And
nuggets?
you know why? It's because they're breaded and then seasoned and then breaded again with tortilla chips.
Really?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Uh-huh.
Because let me tell you, I was like when I drove into Taco Bell, and I was like, chicken nuggets, like
And the sauces.
and the sausage.
The sauces.
I'll kick a baby.
Chipotle ranch.
I'll kick a baby.
Oh my god, that reminds me of another saying back when I was on dance team. Oh,
I'm not a little kid for some fire ranch over there at Taco Bell.
oh, but to answer your question, I guess. Typically, I've been going to In-N-Out after shows. Yes, it's good. But what I order is a 3x3 animal
A
style.
3x3? Veronica, you eat 3 patties?
I'm not done yet.
Oh my god, okay.
3x3 animal style, 2 animal style fries, and a large Coke.
Yes, baby.
So last night, Veronica and she dropped me off at my house, and we went through Jack in the Box on the way home.
Oh, my Jack in the
To
Box
check out.
order is worse. It's,
I was
it's
like-
an order of the classic wedges because they brought the wedges back.
Not anymore. They're gone.
But we just got them last night.
Yeah, we got the last 2 they had. Did you not hear her say that?
The last 2 of the day.
No. They're not on the menu anymore.
Oof.
Okay, but tell us what you ordered last night, just for you. And I'm the one that had gastric bypass.
One order. Well, clearly I keep my shit down.
Or do you keep it up?
Okay, so one order of the classic wedges, and then I get, because they have now birria tiny tacos, I get the sauce and loaded birria tiny tacos. I get a number 6, which is a double patty burger with a large curly fry and a large Coke.
I don't know that one.
I shit it out. I don't know.
So she's on top.
I've had a lot of crazy body things happen to me, and because of that, my stomach can take in a lot, and then it metabolizes it like instantly.
So you spend like a third of your tips on drive-thru?
Oh yeah.
A third? I think I'm more money than that.
Yeah! It's like we were all on the same show last night. Alright, we have another question over here.
When and where did you guys meet? How did you guys get this relationship?
Oh yeah, that's great.
So we met at Fantasy's rehearsal in 2019.
Well,
right?
it was technically menagerie.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no, because we were doing rehearsals, and then I went and judged you in a contest.
Oh, you judged me after we started
Yeah.
rehearsals. Okay, no, she's right.
So we're in a show that I'm one of the choreographers for. It's called Fantasies, And so we were part of it. I'd never met her before. And then she was also in a contest at the same time, so a drag contest. So I went and judged her in the contest, and I was like, okay, bitch can move, she can dance. All right, let's. And then that's how we became friends. That's how we met. And then yeah.
Yeah, and then it took a long time for me to become a Halston as well. In that
It takes
instance.
a lot of people. I mean, not a lot of people. It takes a long time for anybody because I don't give out my name to anybody.
No, but that's why I did it. Because if you were to just had asked me straight up, like right when I met you, I would have said no. Because it had no meaning behind it. But I could really see that you were testing me, seeing what my values were as a person, like alone. Just that was really cool. And that's how we became so close.
Yeah. So I feel like if in my drag family, it's all about quality and not quantity.
And real family.
And real family. And so I've instilled in my drag kids, hey, we're not just, like, I'm not just your drag mother, I'm not just your friend. I am going to take on the role of whatever you want me to take on. And no matter what happens in your life, like, I'm going to be there 100% and support you in whatever you do going forward. And so, like, she's called me when she broke down the side of the road, and I came and brought my AAA to get her out, you know? But she had to wait for me for 6 hours because I was driving back from Sacramento at the time. But, you know, we do that, and so we call each other every day, and we talk about, like, costuming and things like that, and we literally talk every day.
Very thankful to have her in my life.
I think I have you in my life as well. I think in a lot of ways, both of us saved each other from whatever we were going through at the time when we met. And so this just has blossomed from trauma into beauty.
I keep her young.
Young and insane.
Yes. All right, our next question's over here. Who do we have here?
Hi, my name's Andy.
Hi,
What is your most favorite performance and or your most proud moment in drag?
That had to be written down.
I have to write it down.
Gotta write that question down.
I don't think I've had a proudest moment in drag yet, because I still feel like I have so much more to do, personally. But my favorite number to perform, it goes in between two right now, which is It a Crime?
Yes.
Sade, my girl. Then the one that it is now recently interchanging with, which is one that is going to be actually growing a lot this year. I have really cool plans for it. Is Portuguese Love by Tina Marie.
Well, one of my most requested songs is End of the Road by Gladys Knight. And it's probably one of my favorite songs to perform, but I don't know what one of my proudest moments would be. Probably when I won Queen of the Desert in 2017. That was one of my a very proud moment for me. But also, I think when this last time that we did the parody of Six, I think is also one of my proudest moments because well, it wasn't all me because there was 5 other people in it, unfortunately. But no, but I think because it showed me that I have so much more than just hosting and drag. I could be a choreographer, I could be a costume designer, I could be a writer, I could be the director, and all in one. And it proved to me that I also have a group of individuals that stand behind me and whatever I'm doing that support me. And I think that's one of my proudest moments.
Yes, and because of that, because of this new found knowledge of yourself, there's a new opportunity or a new thing coming.
Yes, so we've started the paperwork for, and it'll be done by hopefully the middle of February, for me to start and open my very own theater production company. Yeah! So I'm going to be having my own theater company, and we will start networking, as soon as the licensing is done. And then we actually are gonna start working on our season for 25-26. And I have a few plays that are written by local writers that I'm gonna showcase. There's some parody stuff. We're gonna do maybe 1 or 2 actual Broadway shows. But you know, it's the first year. Everything's gonna be a little bit low budget, but you know, we're gonna make it happen, and it's gonna be amazing because I picked the right people.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ben, I'm just jumping in here. I also want to remind you, you once, in another interview, you talked about how one of your proudest moments was the competition and nurturing new talent and all that. If you wanted to...
Oh, Drag Star.
Yeah, if you want to touch on that.
I do actually. Thank you for reminding me what my priorities are.
Girl.
No, you know what? Drag Star is really an amazing thing that I am so proud of. I really am, because I've spent my career trying to help other people see their potential, and it's not about me. It's not about anybody else but them and their growth and their opportunity to shine when nobody else gives them an opportunity to shine. And when I go to other contests and I hear their contestants being berated or broken down verbally, it just is, it upsets me so bad, because if anybody would have spoken to me that derogatory when I first started doing shows, I would never have continued to do shows, and I would not be here on this stage today. So I don't believe in it. I believe that we are here as a community and we need to support each other no matter how good or how bad an individual is on stage. We're all here together. That's it.
All right, so we have a follow-up question for the last one.
What's your worst drag moment? The moment that you said, what am I doing? Why am I here?
Well, I mean, you're watching it.
Look, I know, I have to think.
Don't get me wrong, like there's...
Oh, I have one.
Okay.
It was worst, right? Worst moment? In the competition that we were talking about that I was doing that got me into the Vanities, there was a challenge that we had to do. Oh, there's 2 really bad things that happened in that competition. First one, the lighter topic one. I have a Dora number that I do, and she becomes
Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer,
So, yeah.
and it's Dora becomes a stripper, and I used to wear white pleaser platform heels because she had white shoes, and when I did it in that competition, both of the platform of the shoe just popped off, and they were hanging off the sides, and I was walking around with the shoes on, and it was like. So that sucked. And then the more worst thing that happened was there was in a comedy and drama challenge. We had to do one of each. And for my drama number, I did like a number that was like, I was like a beaten wife, and like doing that, which standing up for that, but for not doing that. That's what I mean. But at the end, to make it drama, I was like, I'm just gonna like put a gun sound at the end. Like I'm done, I couldn't do it no more. And I didn't make it because I wanted to be backstage when it would happen. So it was like very dramatic, except I didn't make it backstage by the time the shot went off, and I just plopped on the floor. And the audience was like, but
Is this the same competition you won?
I won it. I won that night. I won that night too. I won that challenge.
That night
I won that challenge.
Oh my gosh.
You?
Do you want the most embarrassing or the most worst experience we've had?
Worst experience.
Worst experience? Okay. This was when I hosted the shows in Riverside. I think it was on my 3 or 4 year anniversary show. And I was doing 5 numbers in the show that night.
That was a long time ago, huh?
I'm gonna punch you. And then I do a fire number. So I'm in a box, and there's a fuse that goes through the audience, and then my dancer at the time, Siren, my other drag daughter, lit the fuse, and it came up, and it hits the box, and the box ignites in flames, and then I come out of the flames. It's a number that I've done numerous times, but I made the box smaller, but I was also 50 pounds heavier, and I didn't reduce the amount of fire that I was going to use on a smaller box. So normally my old box was, I would be in it and I would have at least like a good 6 inches between me and the fire. Well, I was literally pressed up against where the fire was gonna be, and I knew the second I was in the box that I was gonna get hurt. But I'm in it, and this was my 3rd number of the night. So I see the flames coming. As soon as it hits, I cover my face and I don't breathe. And in the video that I watched afterwards, I come out of the box and my shoulders, my costume is on fire. And I'm wearing crushed velvet.
Oh, that's sickening though.
And the rhinestones on my crushed velvet bodysuit were popping. And I didn't know this because I didn't, but I come out of the box, the fire goes out on its own, and I spin my fire batons and all that stuff. And I finish the number, I go backstage, and I said, I need a bag of ice, I need it right now. And they're like, why? I showed them my hand, and my hand was 3 times the size, and it's swollen up because I had 3rd-degree burns on and I have a scar right here. 3rd-degree burns on my hands, whole side of my face, and my fishnets melted into my legs. Oh. I did both of my last numbers, had a shot with my audience, and went to the emergency room. And at the emergency room, the nurse comes around and goes, I love your shows.
That's crazy. That's an experience not many people get to live out. But if there's anybody who would know what you went through, Kendra. Yeah. Hi, baby. If y'all don't know, there's this wonderful queen named Kendra Onyx. She's on Dragula. She used to do a fire breathing number, and that fire was on her face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't spit the fluid out correctly, it comes back and falls on you. So you can't have more in your mouth than you need. You can't have.
It's a really, really specific kind of.
That's why I've never breathed fire.
And she was so good at it. It was just that one time.
And let me tell you, like I still spin my fire baton. I've never done the box since. I would. But
that's crazy. I've never heard that story about.
Really?
I didn't even know that you did that. So it was a box.
So yeah.
That like fire shot the front of it.
Yeah. So it was fire paper, and so the whole front of the box was fire paper, and it explodes. But what happens is in a bigger box, when it explodes, because it sucks all the oxygen out of the box, it wraps around me and shoots out the front of the box, and that is what is supposed to happen. But because I built a smaller box, there was nowhere for the fire to go except on me.
I want to do that.
And so,
let's try it.
Good luck.
Let's try it.
Let me tell you, I'm looking for I'll burn down a place. Like if we need, I'm just kidding. Not this place.
Yeah, not here.
This is my rent.
But I'm gonna try it. I'll be the.
Yeah, I'll set you on fire. Yeah.
We'll use like a dummy first.
Aren't you? You would be. Put in there. Okay, what's the next question?
All right, our next question's over here.
Hi, I'm Marcus.
Hi.
So I was managing the drag community in San Francisco in the late '80s. Know lots of drag queens and stuff. You have Vanity. You have the factor that drag queens had back then, the community and the mother and all the stuff that you do. Who did you learn that from?
My drag family in Orange County, Brittany Halston is my drag mother, Eric, her husband Eric, but my grandmother was Pauline St. James. A lot of people think that Ursula was modeled after Divine, but it was actually a combination of Divine and Pauline St. James. And I have the photo, the reference photo of Pauline St. James in the same hair that Ursula has.
That's so crazy.
And so, but I learned that because my drag family instilled it in me. Like, it was, we call each other, we still to this day call each other on holidays. We see each other as often as possible. And it just, we weren't ever not in communication. And it was very important for them and myself that we were all together and we were an actual family. So I just, back then it was, it wasn't about who was the best on stage. It was, if one was good, then we were all good. And a show is only as good as the host, but a host is only as good as the audience, and the audience is only as good as the cast. And so it's this full circle kind of a thing, and that's what I was taught. Huh?
Say that one more time right to the camera. Because that's something that people need to know.
A host is only as good. What did I say first?
Cut that. Just kidding. Don't cut it.
I can't remember what I fucking said.
A host is only good as its show. Show's only as good.
The show is only as good as the host, but the host is only as good as the audience, and the audience is only as good as the cast.
Yeah.
And
Yes. And that is something that I don't think, the people do not think like that, because people will use any excuse to say that
there's a lot of show producers that won't hire certain people because they don't want to be outshined by other entertainers. So they don't hire like if somebody was intimidated by Veronica, they wouldn't hire her, even though she would elevate the show to another level. You know what I mean?
And that happens. It happens at one place specifically in one state.
But here's the thing: when you are secure in you and yourself, then you don't need to worry about that, because what she brings to the stage, I don't. What I bring, she doesn't. She doesn't bring. What Norma brings to the stage, I don't bring. But what I bring, she doesn't. And so that's what makes the show so well. That's because everybody brings something different. That's what makes it so, eclectic and fun.
Right. Some people are just too insecure.
Anyways, that's the way I learned it. That answered your question.
Yes. All right, we have another question. They're shy, so I'm gonna ask the question.
Okay.
But also, I don't have my readers, so. What has
readers?
you know my? We already did my age.
I know.
Vanity has readers too. What has been one of your biggest obstacles doing drag that you had to overcome?
Ooh.
Veronica's the face, but what else? You try to come for my readers, bitch. You try to come for my readers.
That's fair. That's fair. I feel like I know what mine is now. It's a sensitive subject for me at the moment, and it's new. It's something new that I'm dealing with, and I think it is going to be my biggest obstacle, is just struggling with family ties and supporting what I do. That's it. That's all I can say.
Now, even though Veronica is struggling right now with her blood family, she still has a drag family that is...
Fully, which is why I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
So that's a chosen
But yeah,
family.
I think that is probably the biggest obstacle
I think...
at a personal standpoint.
I think for me, the biggest obstacle is... you're going to find this very hard to believe, but I doubt myself, and I'm very self-conscious about everything that I do, and I bring to the stage. Well, because when I did my comedy show, everybody wanted me to do a comedy show, and I put it off. And
this girl was shaking in her boots.
Yeah,
I got to see it. Freaking out.
Amazing.
The week of the show, she was in full panic mode, and it was already gonna be good at that point. At that point, it was so set up to be a success. She was just freaking herself out.
Because you know what, I feel like the audience experience for me is more important to me, and if I want to make sure that I'm giving the audience an experience that they're never gonna forget, and they're always gonna, and they're gonna want to come see me again, you know. And that's why I planned it on not only Super Bowl Sunday, a Sunday. It was also the Tony Awards that day, and I didn't think anybody would be here.
And it was so full in here.
Everybody was here, and I was like,
not
oh my
move
god.
around in here that day.
Oh my gosh. But I think my biggest obstacle is believing more in myself and overcoming that. That's my biggest obstacle.
I'm Sean.
Hi, Sean.
And as a therapist, I want to know. Do you,
As a therapist, are you really?
yeah, let's talk.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I know you didn't know my name the last time I staged.
Answer
What was your name again?
Do you hook up in drag?
Oh, are you gonna also hook up and drag?
Thank you.
Okay, I'll be honest about this. Like I said, I was gonna be honest going through this. I do not. Hold on. Will you let me finish? God damn it. I do not do it now. And it's been a long time since I've done that. Probably, I would say, 4 years since I've done that. Before, when I first started doing drag, I was introduced to drag by some friends who were
Escorts?
escorts. That's the good word for it. Thank you, sis. And I kind of like got into it then, cause they just put me in the drag and they threw me into it. They said, "Hey, make some money while you're at it," and that's my experience with it. But what's weird about it is the men wanted me more when I looked like a man than I do now, because I look like a lady. Don't do me.
Just like.
I probably spent the first 15 years of my career only hooking up in drag. Yeah. No, because here's the thing though. Gay men don't want to have relations with you if you do drag. Typically.
That was back then. It's not like that now.
But I don't know. I don't.
Right.
I'm not.
It is not like that now.
But gay men then did not want to fool around with you if you did drag at all. They didn't want to have anything to do with you sexually.
It just ended recently. No joke. No joke. It really just changed.
But I would never get hit on as a boy ever. But as a girl, I was
Racking it up.
baby. That's it.
Yeah, I will say on that subject, I experienced it at the beginning of starting to do drag. Because you would get men to come over and you forgot that you had a heel on the floor or your wig was out and they'd be like,
Or you got acrylic nails.
you're a drag queen? Ugh. Or, oh, well, why am I going to let you top me if you're the drag queen? I got that before. But it's not like that anymore. Now men, when they're like, oh, you're a drag queen? They're like, Yeah, I don't know why it's changed like that, but it's a good time now. Hey.
I don't know that because I don't know that world anymore. So I'm a clean teen. I'm a stay-at-home mother with my animals.
What's your animals?
So yes. Anyways,
How many animals do you have? Answer that question.
I have 6 animals.
Hey,
And I have 3 dogs and 3 cats.
that's wild.
Yeah, it's a wild. Yeah, you say the night. It's wild. You like my husky though.
I do like your husky, but it's too big now.
He's like 3 times the size as the last time you saw him.
Yeah.
He's a husky now. He's an old man. He's not old man, but he's a year old.
Yeah, I wish I could have dogs. I wish I could have like an animal, like a pet, like yeah.
Do we have another question?
That's it. Those are all the questions from the crowd.
I love it. I think that was a good one.
Nobody else? Are we good? Amazing.
Yeah. That was
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this first episode of Hanging With The Halstons. Next week we will have a special guest. We will let you know who it is maybe on the socials. And thank you for watching this first episode, getting to know us, and we're so excited for you guys to follow us on this journey because we want this to go far. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you so much, and we will see you next Sunday.
That lip
Bye-bye.
gloss, pop those lashes high. Living for the moment under neon sky. Podcast blazing loud, gotta catch that train. Speak your mind, show. Laughing and spinning, let the good times flow. Every story snatched, every tea is hot. In the glam zone, baby, give it all you got.
My pussy hurts.